What's up, guys? So today I'm going to go talk about some of my experience of owning a new Edge Mustang and kind of what it's like to own it in 2022. But let's go ahead and jump into the car. I'm going to go and throw the GoPro up on the windshield on a suction cup and see you guys there. Alright, so now I got the camera set up in the car, and if you click on this video, it's a good chance that you're either in the market for a new Edge, or maybe you own a new Edge already, or whatever it may be. But I figured I would talk about some of my personal experiences with the car and everything, and you know, if I like it or if I think it's worth it, whatever. So I will go ahead and say that I personally have not had a bad experience with this car. I think that they're 100% worth it and everything. The only things that I might have had that might have came close to a bad experience would maybe be just replacing like parts and stuff that's broke on the car. But that's just because the car is made 20 some years ago, and that's stuff that you just need to expect whenever you're buying a car that's older. It's not going to be like hopping in the newer Mustang and all that type of stuff where you just kind of expect for stuff to be somewhat more reliable. Stuff that's break hasn't really been stuff that's like hurt the wallet, but I say that crossing my fingers because I don't want anything else to break. But I mean, the stuff that I'm talking about is like whenever I first bought the car, it did sit for like a year or so. It didn't really get driven that much, so I had to end up replacing the front lower ball joints, and I mean, they weren't too bad. I replaced like idle air control valves and just little stuff. The only other big thing that might have been would maybe be the intake manifold, but on these cars they are known to crack just because they are plastic. They're known to crack around 115,000 miles or so, and that actually happened not too long ago, but I ended up doing the replacement for the next intake manifold. I ended up going to Ford Performance intake manifold. I did that all myself, so it didn't really, it's not like I'm paying a shop and like getting tons of labor hours in and all that. Now I will say that this car isn't the most comfortable. I personally don't think it's that bad, but I know a lot of people do complain about it sometimes just because, I mean, it is an older car. And I will say the interior is pretty much cheap plastic. I mean, price. I think that these are honestly really good cars for the price of them. I've never really had too many thoughts of selling mine to be able to get something that might be a little bit better for the price range. These cars can also look extremely, extremely good and sound extremely good with very, very little mods. You do want to just have like a cool daily driver or something, and maybe you just want to lower it, throw some wheels, maybe an exhaust. It's not going to hurt the wallet if you did something like that. I do think that it is 100% worth it if you are looking for one. I don't think you're going to regret it. I haven't really regretted it yet. I mean, there has been some times that maybe I've like wanted to try to get something different that I can be faster, but without spending a little bit of money, I mean, you're not going to be that much faster. And I guess that's pretty much going to be the video today. I wanted to give you some of my thoughts since I've owned the car. Go ahead and like and subscribe for me. It helps me out a lot. Leave a comment down below and maybe what kind of videos you guys want to see next. I'm trying to bring more videos to you at least 4 times a week or so. And follow me on my Instagram. See all this stuff that I post on there.